What's up, YouTube? Welcome into the line of game. I'm your host, Jimmy. Thank you guys for stopping by. Before we get started, this is going to be a quick video on the Heisman Trophy. I kind of disappointed with it, but I wanted to say you guys have done such an incredible job. We're over 1,200 views, only 28 subscribers. 66% of you guys are not subscribed, so please just hit the subscribe down below so we can grow this channel. We got viewers from all over the world: Australia, Germany, Great Britain, all over the place. I checked the analytics, and you guys are really making me feel good about this. I had no idea it would grow this quickly. So just help me grow the channel so that way I can pump out some more content for you, and we'll keep it going. So anyways, the Heisman Trophy. Hendon Hooker got shafted, quite frankly. It's a shame to say. He put up 3,100 yards, 27 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. That touchdown to interception ratio was absolutely unmatched by anybody involved in college football. All you Georgia fans out there that were saying that Stetson Bennett was trash, Stetson Bennett was holding the team back even though he just won a national championship. I was never in that camp. I always thought Stetson Bennett was good. And I love seeing a 25-year-old guy still in college football, putting up the type of numbers that he did last year, winning national championships. I think it's great that somebody's that invested in college football, especially, he's from Blackshear, Georgia. He's a Georgia guy to the bones, but he threw 20 touchdowns, 6 interceptions with a QBR of 86.3. Hendon Hooker, 27 touchdowns, 2 interceptions with a QBR of 89.4. So, what I don't understand here is why the Hendon Hooker snub. Like, yeah, I get it. Hendon Hooker wasn't going to win the Heisman Trophy. But Hendon Hooker is more than deserving to be a finalist. Hendon Hooker took a team that was 3-7 and turned them into a 7-5 team last year. And then turns around this year and takes a 7-5 team and takes them to 10-2. Was the South Carolina game, did that suck? Yeah, absolutely it did. But it's still a 10-2 season from a team that you don't expect to be anywhere near the college football playoff discussion. They finished 6th in the country. Stetson Bennett, he comes off a national championship season with a stacked team and goes undefeated. Yeah, wonderful. I think without Stetson Bennett, do they win the SEC championship with a 12-0 season? Maybe, maybe not. But you guys were sitting there saying that he was trash. If you put Stetson Bennett on Tennessee and you put Hendon Hooker on Georgia, what do you think the result's going to be? Like I said, Hendon Hooker just absolutely dominated this year. Just offensive. Just bona fide offensive monster. And then you got some other guys like Max Duggan. Max Duggan played very well. 12-0 in the regular season. Took his team to a conference title. Lost it in overtime. None of y'all thought that TCU was going to be a college football playoff team. But here we got Max Duggan. He played phenomenally. And then C.J. Stroud, he's been a Heisman Trophy runner, a front runner since the beginning. Do I agree that he's really played the toughest schedule? No. Did he kind of fall apart against Michigan? Yeah. But just statistically wise, C.J. Stroud's a monster. What I do have a problem with though is Caleb Williams. You got a lot of transfer guys that. Their time has expired in their grad transfers and all that. Hendon Hooker's one of them. Caleb Williams promised to everybody at Oklahoma how much he loved Oklahoma, how much he loved just playing in the system, and Oklahoma was great. And then the minute Lincoln Riley leaves to go to USC, what do you know? C.J. Stroud goes with him. He shows up there. He loses to Utah, which lost to a bad Florida team, which lost to a bad Vanderbilt team, which lost to a Tennessee team. And then they're just projected college football playoff contender. They're going to be in the college football playoff. Plays Utah again, and what happens? Gets up early, and then Utah just absolutely dominates. Can't get in the end zone, can't score. Not to mention, Caleb Williams has other teams on his fingernails. He's doing shots before the game of him getting his fingernails done. Like whatever. You want to get your fingernails done, it's none of my business. But when you're putting F Notre Dame, F Utah, what would possess you to do something like that? The Heisman Trophy, it talks about integrity. It talks about people that are great players, but also have some degree of integrity to them. What would possess anybody to put Caleb Williams in that discussion? What would allow Lincoln Riley to let that dude come out of the locker room with that on his fingernails and show it off to the camera? Oh, no, you. What? You get dominated by Utah. You got F Utah on your fingers. So to the voters that put Caleb Williams in there over Hendon Hooker. Hendon Hooker's written books for children. Hendon Hooker has been nothing but a citizen. And you got somebody like Caleb Williams who ran off, lied to his team, lied to Oklahoma, ran off on him to join his coach who lied to Oklahoma as well, and then just show up and he just puts garbage on his fingers and has a couple of good stats against really weak teams. He's going to be the Heisman Trophy finalists over Hendon Hooker. It's absolutely ridiculous. The Heisman Trophy is a disgrace. It's been that since they screwed Peyton Manning out of it in 1997. I could do a whole video on that. You take the most offensively proficient player in the history of football and give it to the only defensive guy that's ever won the Heisman Trophy. Like, come on, man. The Heisman Trophy's a joke. The Heisman Trophy's a sham, and the voters should be ashamed. So I'm gonna get up out of here. We got some Vol basketball coming up soon. I might drop in and give y'all a little bit of that. So, anyways, you guys take care. Please subscribe, like if you stayed this long. I know I ramble a little bit, but anyways, take care. Go Vols.